Well, I should have come yesterday to Mom's garden and picked everything because our freeze came 3 weeks early and killed everything. My house, which is 8 minutes, same city, is totally fine. We have a lot of microclimates in our area. We are a zone 9, but there is zone 9 and 9A and B in this area, and sometimes the frost can just come early. And I had my cousin out at her place. She rushed around yesterday and got all of her stuff and saved it all. I did not. I can still actually grab all. I'm just gonna have tons and tons of green tomatoes. Man, I had so many tomatoes. We normally would have about another 2 weeks for things to ripen up, but it is what it is. I mean, when you get closer to fall, your garden, you never know what it's gonna do. I have lots of pumpkins to harvest, lots of squash to harvest. That'll all be fine. Peppers, I actually think some are okay because everything's so close together. Those are actually looking the best. Everything that was more exposed is dead. I'm gonna show you it all. Today is October 26th. We normally get our frost date November 16th. Obviously it's an estimate. Always can change. It is what it is, and this next week, this garden is gonna be getting a lot ripped out. Today, I strictly only have time to harvest. So come along with me. Here are the tomatoes. It's all dead, but I'm gonna just pick a bunch of green tomatoes. I love fried green tomatoes, but I've also been wanting to try some other recipes with green tomatoes. So here they are. So many. These are actually fine, which I'm glad. These are Dr. Weish. There's another Dr. Weish. I don't even know. What do you do with like green cherry tomatoes? You can't exactly fry those. I'm still gonna pick them though. Picking everything. The most epic ground cherry is dead as well. I'm gonna see if I can harvest as much as possible off that. Here is the squash. Squash and raspberries and all of that. I'm gonna just have to just pick them. But this is where, I mean, gosh, I can't talk. The peppers are dead, but this didn't freeze. It's fully in good shape. So I'm gonna harvest all those. And I mean, there's actually not a ton of peppers anyways. Bugs. Lots of Tabasco peppers to pick. I have lots of banana peppers. I have some habaneros that are green. I have lots of tramontino squash. It's like a squash graveyard. They look like little teepees, like little tents. There's all the butternuts. There's some there. And some there. This pumpkin got eaten by critters. So sad. That was the best one too. And all of these cucamelons, they actually seem like they're okay. So I'm gonna pick a bunch of those. I mean the plants. Oh, you cute little pumpkins. One thing I did want to point out is the fact that it is so smoky here right now. You can't really tell in video very much. It's actually cleared out a little bit where I'm at right here. It's only about 170 on the range of air quality, which is still horrible. But this is the only day I have before it freezes again tonight and truly wipes out all of the fruit. The peppers are salvageable now, but if they hit another freeze, they'll most likely be dead and everything else. So even though it's hazardously smoky, I am going to pick all of this. Can we also point out how weird it is that it's so smoky, but also yet we're having freezing temperatures? They're doing a control burn in our area, which is very helpful in the long run for forest fires. It's always sucks when you've had actually such a glorious summer without a bunch of smoke and then to end it with a fall that's filled with it. But anyways, Happy picking. Guys, look. So pretty. Goodness. I wish we had 2 more weeks to get these things ripe. What I should have done, okay, learning, I should have about 3 weeks ago chopped off the top of all these plants so it would put all of its energy into ripening this stuff. But I didn't. A little extra. This is just part. This is literally just part of this and that over there. And it's almost full. This is one of my favorite parts of the garden. I love when the sun is just peeking through. And right now it's all dead. But just look how pretty. I mean, it's just glorious. I just love light. I do have to say, oh, I love the smell of tomatoes. I'm gonna miss the smell of a tomato plant, but it will be back soon enough. I still actually have a ton of fall stuff to plant. I've planted some. I haven't planted mainly so much. Us getting frost dates is normal. I mean, this early is not very normal, so we will still have a fall garden. Just with stuff that's not frost tender. Where I live, we can plant year round, and so just a matter of what you can plant. I'm out of breath and this smoke is not making it very easy for me to breathe. So I'm gonna put this camera down and I'm gonna try and hurry. Note to self, next year, only plant 2 ground cherries and the pineapple ones. Those are the best. I planted so many because I wasn't sure they were going to actually grow. This is just what's on the ground that fell over the edge of the bed. There's so much up there, I honestly don't think I have time to get anything.
Slow down your mind, slow down these days, slow down these moments, I'm slipping away.
Here is the harvest. This is all green. Those were some ripe ones. These are all of the squash. Some were probably not ready, but they had to be picked because it's gonna freeze. And those are all the cherries, tomatoes. Those are ground cherries and tomatillos underneath. And those are all the peppers. That is a wrap. Oh, got everything before the freeze tonight, and now to take it into my car and take it home and process it all. That's a lot. But I'm very thankful for this garden and what it has provided this year. And now on to fall. I have some stuff planted, but gotta plant more. We are very blessed to live in a place where we can grow year-round at least something. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please come again. God bless.
It's a